Cochise on the Kristen Show, 447-1021. While you're at it, drop down and give me 20, dude, because...
Speaking of man boobs, not you. I was just going to say. Cochise is here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm good. It's summertime, and we've been out on the lake. I've seen some serious man boobs.
Oh, heck yeah.
Seriously. Some of these guys need to take care of the man boobage.
Let them breathe, baby.
Which leads me to, we're going to talk about man boobs today.
Yeah.
And how much exercise is appropriate. Like, how much should we get? Should people be exercising every single day? How do you find the time for that?
Yeah, that's a good question. The biggest thing is knowing what your baseline fitness level is, kind of your baseline health. So as always, my recommendation would be check with your physician if you haven't been exercising. That's the first thing. But
okay.
Aside from that, I think there's a bit of dexterity that goes into just knowing your body. I don't think there's anything wrong with being active every single day.
Okay.
And one thing that people do is kind of, you talk yourself into, well, I worked out a couple days, so I'm gonna, take today off. I mean, if you still feel like you've got energy, and our bodies were made to perform, flat out. That's the bottom line. We were made to, we're like these engineering marvels, but half the time we end up just like plopping ourselves on the couch, which there's some benefit in getting that recovery and that rest too.
Okay.
But I think it's not a bad thing to be active at least 4 to 6 days a week.
Okay. So maybe for somebody that's not exercising, they should shoot for starting off.
Starting
like
at 3, maybe 3 to 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing that I see happen a lot is people they stick with like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday format, and then what ends up happening is on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, they like take 5 steps back. You know what I mean?
That's
it's like,
me.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. They're like, well, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What I tend to prescribe or recommend is do like a 3 on, 1 off. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take off Thursday, work out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, take off Monday, and cycle through like that.
Yeah, I like to work out Monday through Friday, and then I just tear it up on the weekend.
Woohoo!
And then Monday comes, and I'm like, damn it.
Yes.
What have I done to myself?
You got to shake the dust and rust off.
Oh. Okay. So, what exercise is best for weight loss? It's summertime. Everybody's in their swimsuits. We're seeing the man boobs. What is the best thing that people can do if they need to lose some weight?
Well, knowing that everybody's different, I think that's a big thing. When you first start out, if you've got a lot of weight to lose, it's probably going to come off no matter what you do.
Okay.
So typically people will find after they've done intense workout or they've gotten back into the gym, they kind of have this plateau effect. And that's where I can't just give it one specific exercise, because like I always say, routine is the enemy. So I think the biggest thing is if you start to realize that you're hitting that wall, you're hitting that plateau, you've got to shake things up. You've got to shake things up from the types of movements that you're performing, but then also the metabolic pathways that you're working in. So like short, medium, long duration activity, mix it up. So if you're going for a short time, it needs to be super intense. So I mean, go as hard as you can. You've got to elicit maybe like an anaerobic response. That means without oxygen. That means push some heavy weight, sprint really, really hard. Those types of things typically elicit, like, they get your heart rate up and they make you work really hard, and they end up burning a lot of calories and helping you lose weight.
And that's good for when you plateau as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I think we all fall into that. We want to lose like 10 pounds. We get to that goal, and then it's like you're stuck there.
Yeah.
You plateau.
Yeah, you plateau. And then if you really get super fit and you kind of hit that plateau or whatever, that's not always a bad thing. Like homeostasis, you hear that word in science in school or whatever, but that's balance. That means there's balance in your body. That means you've reached kind of a steady state. And if you get really fit and you maintain that
congratulations.
High five, and have a beer. I guess.
Okay, and then I have one other thing for you. I wanted to ask about. I was reading, I think it was like Men's Health, they were talking about there's so many different supplements that people take after they work out. They think they have to spend all this money on this protein drink and this cool glass to put it in, and they were saying that the best thing you could do after a workout is have low-fat chocolate milk. Is that true?
Yeah. The ratio in milk is exactly what it needs. It's 3 to 1 carbohydrates to protein. So for muscle synthesis, when you work out, you break down muscle. For that rebuilding to occur, you want a 3-to-1 ratio of carbohydrate to protein. So milk has that.
And that's a cheap answer.
I mean, yeah, it's a quick solution. Yeah. There's a lot of fancy designer, proteins and supplements out there. Certainly, I'm sure a lot of them do a lot of good, but you can get and elicit a very similar effect and get a lot of results just out of, whole foods that you find in the grocery store.
Drink of the day, chocolate milk. Anything else we need to know, Cochise?
Nope. Just, it's nice outside. Get out there, get active, sweat.
I like sweat. It's
there
a good thing. All right. Well, have a great day. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks.
Who's asked